is our eggmobile, as you know well. We've been doing a lot of work on it here lately, so we've been extending the back of it here. We were going to get more hens this year, but not fully sure what we're going to do now. It's a little bit uncertain at the moment. We've more hens coming now in the next 2 weeks. They're due on 13th of April, I think. So we're just going to see then. We'll move them along. Our current hens are we're back a lot in eggs at the moment, so it's I'm not really sure if they're going to come back into laying at all, or they could be just at the end of their cycle. So we might just cull them. I'll see in the next 2-3 weeks how they go. But this is the work we've been doing in here. Here's our nest boxes, showing you how they work. That's all the boxes in there, and there's going to be another 2 rows on top of that, and they range all the way along there. And then we're going to actually put more nest boxes over on this side, so we're going to put another row of nest boxes all along the bottom there. Just put another 2 maybe, sorry, just going to put another 2 nest boxes along there, and that will 2 rows of nest boxes. That'll give us enough nest boxes for about 500-550 hens. Not that we're going to go to that yet, but it's nice to have the option there in the future anyway. And the eggmobile should hold that many as well. So maybe in the future we'll see. So yeah, it's just such an uncertain time at the moment. It's really hard to know. We don't burden ourselves with too many eggs. We kind of have enough. We can sell all our eggs at the moment, so you just don't want to end up in a situation where you end up not being able to sell eggs and having to throw out eggs. That's not really it's not a good business plan. So yeah, just going to have a ponder over for the next 2 days and see. But yeah, so basically the job for the next week is going to be try finish this trailer, and we also have broilers to go out and stuff, and we've lots of cows calving at the moment actually as well, so we're we're getting busy, to be honest. The lockdown doesn't really affect me too much because I'm locked down here anyway. But yeah, so big job for the week. We're going to put a door in the middle up here, up in the front there, just along that, so that'll where I'll come in and out, and we'll just leave a hatch there and there, and that's where the birds will go in and out, and we'll have hatches back here as well. This is going to be our hatch along the back here, that bar and down to the floor, and that there will be another hatch, and there will be another hatch out for the birds to go out, and then that up to the top will be sheeted, as will that, and that one there. So they'll all be sheeted up, and then I'm going to put possibly slats on the floor here, something similar to these. Not really sure actually if I'm going to be able to get timber now this week. It seems that the hardwares are not going to be open, so I'm possibly not going to be able to do that now, so I'm not really sure how I'm going to. I need to keep that floor open so as all the bird poop can go out on the ground, so I'm not very sure how I'm going to achieve that now, but look, it's just another challenge we have to overcome. We're in here in the brooder with the birds. They're on day 20 now, so they're 20 days old. They've gone very hardy, very strong. They've really started to feather up now. We've got the lights off with them for the last 2 nights now as well, so that's good anyway. It's pretty cold out today. There's a really strong easterly wind, and it's really cutting. So it's the air temperature is pretty low anyway, so it just feels a lot colder. But they're still, we've the door closed in here at the moment, just no heat, and they're pretty happy. They do a lot of huddling together, as you can see in the corner there. They tend to huddle a lot when they're cold, and the big risk with this is that they would smother someone, so they just keep climbing on top of one another. But so far so good anyway. They haven't we've only lost 1 extra bird to that the other day, so it's not too bad at least. But yeah, they're getting very adventurous now, and lots of climbing around at different things, and so hopefully, weather permitting, we'll get these out maybe next Wednesday, Thursday. I think the easterly wind is supposed to stop maybe around Thursday, so hopefully get them out then and get them out in pasture. And saying, the big risk you have when you turn off the lights with the birds is they all start to huddle in a corner and they all start to just climb in on top of one another, and end up smothering maybe a weaker bird who will just get underneath for the heat, and then the rest will just climb on top and end up smothering her. So as you see, birds just keep climbing into each other, climbing in to get the heat. But unfortunately there's no easy way to do this. I find it's just best to wean them off slowly with the heat, keep knocking it back, bringing it back, and then when a day comes, then just a warmer day, you can knock off the heat and they'll eventually get used to it quick enough. These have got well enough used to it now. We're 2 days in, and they're pretty okay with it, as long as there's no ghastly breezes blowing in anywhere that'll really freeze them up. But it'll have them good and hardy for going out to the field next week. Planted over 300 tomato plants this year. We just sowed them there during the week, so hopefully they'll be up now soon enough. We also just have all our own bit of veg sown as well, and just have for ourselves. I think we got peas and onions, and what else have we got? Cabbage, broccoli, turnips, chard, some lettuce. Lots going on in there anyway. But yeah, so these are going to be our main tomato crop for the year. As I said, over 300 plants, and I think we actually only need about 200. And there's actually a couple of trays of peppers and cucumbers in there too, so that'll keep the whole thing rolling along anyway. This is actually a heat bed they're on, so it's covered in sand, as you can see, and then there's a heat cable down below that, down buried in it, and then we just keep the temperature here on it like so. It's at 19 degrees there at the moment, and that just keeps the temperature kind of rising up above them. It kind of maintains itself during the day, and it just keeps it. The nights are a little bit cooler at the moment, so it's nice just to keep the heat in them. Just gives them a little bit more time.